Hello again and welcome to Ndudu Fafa.
So I found some butter in my fridge and I had some jasmine rice and I had some tomatoes. And I was like, we can make something out of this. Why not? So it started off as the tomato rice. Then it ended up as a tahdig, which I aptly named the Kanzo cake. Now sitting, yes. So of course, to my non-stick saucepan, which is imperative for this recipe, I'm melting my butter. Now to season the butter, I'm using my Koobi salt, which is just incredible. And of course, I'm just going to be mixing everything together until it's well combined. Now I do need to add some more flavor. So in the form of my rose harissa, which is spicy, floral, and absolutely flavor packed. And I'm just going to add a few teaspoonful of this beauty and then mix everything together until it's well combined. Now, if this is your first time, you're welcome. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Now, if you do like this recipe, you will find more creative recipes on my YouTube channel, so do check it out and subscribe whilst you're at it. Yes, so here everything is ready, and now I'm going to be adding my tomatoes. Now today I'm using baby plum tomatoes, but you can use any beautiful sun-ripened tomatoes. It is important that the tomato that you use for this recipe is of good quality, absolutely. And here I'm just mixing everything together and just to allow the infusion of flavors to take place. Now for that herbaceous flavor, I just added a little bit of olive oil, yes. Now this is definitely important because of course I'm turning this into the Kanzo cake. Oh, don't forget that one. But you know, the quantity of butter or the olive oil that you use, you can just, make that your own personal preference. So now I'm just adding a little bit more of the Koobi salt, yes, because when I tasted it, it did need some more. And the Koobi salt is made out of the pink Himalayan salt as well, because yes, I do use special spices and herbs in making my Koobi and Koobi blends, yes. So here I've washed my jasmine rice till the water did run clear. And of course, I've added that to this. And I'm just going to be mixing everything together until it's well combined. Stir fry your mixture for about 3 to 5 minutes on that medium to low heat, and then you can introduce your liquid. In my case, I'm using water. You can use your vegetable stock, your chicken stock, whatever stock that you do have available. But I like to keep it simple. I just need that tomato flavor. I don't want to overpower it with anything. So the Koobi salt really adds that umami flavor. It's that background of a stock thing that comes through, but it doesn't overpower it at all. And of course, the bay leaf story. Yes, exactly. Encroaching tree from a neighbor's garden to my garden. Naturally is going to represent in here. So here I've added the bay leaf and I've just allowed this to steam for about 15 minutes. I checked it and it needed a little bit of water. Yes, I just added about 2 tablespoonful of that, covered it with the parchment paper, and then reduced the heat to its lowest setting and left it for about another 10 to 12 minutes. And after 10 to 12 minutes, this is what you end up with. And I love the chunks of tomato in there, and the flavor of that lovely tomato permeating through the rice is incredible, considering it's jasmine rice as well. So, you don't want to make any stew, you don't want, this bish bash bosh, you're done here. Look at this. The bay leaves have done their job, so they have to excuse themselves whilst I introduce Mrs. Basil. Yes, fresh basil tomatoes. That's just a match made in heaven. Absolutely. So I just added a few. Now, bearing in mind, this was my third attempt at making this recipe. Each time it did work, but immediately it was done, it was eaten. So yes, there was never a conclusion to this until now. So on this one, I guarded it. And at this point, I was like, oh, why don't I just turn it over? Yes, and as you can see, that's how the Kanzo cake came into being. So here's, let's see, exactly. Perfecto. That's why it's so important to have the non-stick pan to cook this. And yet again, just maintain that medium to low heat all the way through. So you see the butter and olive oil is giving that shine and crustiness to the bottom. And here we have it. Now you serve this at your Christmas dinner. Oh yes, everyone is going to be happy, I'm sure. If you do like this kind of recipe, you will find more innovative recipes on my YouTube channel, Ndudu Koobi Salt, which includes this popular carrot rice recipe. Also, you can get all your spices and seasonings, which are hand blends and clay smoked, from buyndudu.com, which of course would include the Kobe blend, the rose Harissa, the jollof blend, which has now become a popular choice for most people, and the game-changing herby blend, which doubles up as tea, so you can enjoy a lovely cup of tea. And also, just be cheeky and add a little bit to your buffalo or buffet mix. Donut, may I say. Yes, and you'd have that herbaceous donut flavor coming through. Now, everything does come gift wrapped, of course. You know, I have to present it to you like the kings and queens that you are. Now, what is so special about my spice blends? They are curated in such a way that that's all you need to make a dish. You don't need 10, 15 different things to add to it. No, it just makes cooking easier and fun. Exactly. So you just do the cooking and I concentrate on the flavors. Now, also naturally, I do have traditional African recipes on my blog, ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat as Ndudu Koobi Salt. So pass by and say hi. Noel, thank you very much for my theme song. And until my next video with you kings and queens, beautiful people, be nice, be beautiful, be gorgeous, and guess what? I love you for you. Thank you very much for spending time with me today and listening to me. And if you do like it, don't forget to share the video. Until my next video, season's greetings, and me, I love you. Toodles.